Okay, we're getting ready to do the heads now. These are the 58s here and the 65s here. And this is a stack of rock irons we just got done doing. So get these out of my way. Put them over there. So I'm going to figure out the valve train. So we got two sets of train springs. These will boost up your tension and give you any protection you need for over revving. And here's new collars if I need them, but I don't think I will. Put them over there. These are the stock collars here. These are the uppers, these are lowers. These ones already been cut for seal clearance, these ones have not. So basically you cut the slip off right here. That makes room for the valve seal, because I retrofit valve seals to these old bikes. This is how you make them fit. So I'll show you cutting those off in a little bit. So this set's already done. So one set of these is good to go. The uppers are all the same. Put them out of the way. We got a set of stock keepers right here. And I got a set of manly keepers right here. So these ones are all black. And these are thicker than these. So there's a difference in how they install. Out here. There we go. For the trash. There you go. Nice close-up video. Alright, so like I said, these are the stock keepers here. They're thin. These are the manly keepers. They're a little bit thicker. So, I don't know if it's something you can really see, but these are thicker, believe me. Might not look thicker, but they are. So basically what happens is when you install them in the top collar here on the valve, this keeper being a little bit thicker in here, it shoves the collar down so that it shortens up your valve spring and it gives you a little bit less install height. Now these heads here are worn and sunk slightly. This one's not too bad. This one's sunk a little bit. This one sunk a little bit too, this one not so much. These heads over here, they've been cut way down low. So these valves have been sunk way down. You see how much they've been cut? So these going to need a lot of valve shim on this side. Or I can put these keepers in there, and this is about 30 thou difference in install height when you put these in. So this is basically with one shim, 1/30 thou shim. So we're missing a set of keepers, so I'll just go ahead and put those with the 58 heads, and that'll take care of the problem. So that's your differences. All these other collars and stuff, these are all the same whether you put them in or not. They all repeat within 5,000. Harley's pretty close on their on that kind of stuff. The difference is actually on the keepers. So we'll deal with those. And they're pretty easy not to mix up because you got dark ones and shiny ones. Alright, so these are the head bolts and stuff for the 58. These are more dowel pins that we're not needing right now. But we will have to put them in the heads over here. And this is what we got for pan screws. We need enough to do the job. And I got two sets of oilers. These go on the intake valves to lubricate the rocker tip, valve tip. Which is really not needed anymore because with better oils we don't need this stuff. So anyway, they have them. So here's our push rod and oiler for the 65. So that's in our way right now. This is probably 58. These are probably 65 because these are cleaner. We'll pick out the best set for the 65 bike. That'd be that yellow turd way down there. That's a 65. The red one was the 58. Different playlist. So we're mixing and matching slightly. Don't need that. Okay, the 65's got all the studs in here. 58 does not. So we need to put some studs in this. So we're going to work on that. We've already redone all the broken fins and other issues on these heads. Exhaust ports. This one got a new exhaust port already. the original one on this one. So there's a difference between my port and Harley port. Harley port's a little bit thin. Now some of that's from wear, because it is worn right here. But most of that is just real thin on the core shift. I actually centered the pipe over the port, not the other way around. So anyway, that's a difference. Yeah, I forget what else I did. I did a lot of fin repair on these heads. So I know the 65s had a bunch of fin repair. These have all been replaced through here. You just don't notice it, but from here to here is new. That one's new. Alright, so I did a bunch of work on both of these heads. So anyway, we need to put some studs in there. Need to make sure the threads are good. Those threads look kind of marginal at best. I'm not sure how good those ones are. That one might work. Basic, if it pulls torque, it's good. If it doesn't pull torque, it's no good. That one's got some issues down their hole about 3 threads down. It gets bad for some reason. And like I said, this one here, it doesn't look very good. It pretty much looks like crap everywhere. Grab a stud. And when they go in there that easy, that's not a good sign. They're supposed to go in hard. Like that one. So they're supposed to go in. They're not supposed to go in. So this one's bad. This one here I wasn't sure about. Yeah, one in. Some of these do that. I think that one will be alright. This one over here looks like the threads are still good on it. Okay, so we do a little bit of work. Those threads look kind of crappy too. So that looks like a bad thread. First 2 threads are gone anyway. This. That's not a good sign to begin with when it's that loose. Once it gets in there ways, it gets tight, but the problem is it has to get in there ways before it gets tight. And all the rest of these look like they're good. This one I welded up here. Alright, so I grab ourselves a pin. So that one I don't like. This one I do not like. This one here is missing some threads. Yeah, that one's bad. So that's you. Maybe. Still got threads, so I'm gonna go with that. I gotta do 2 of these coils and 1 of these. So gotta do a little bit of heater coil work before I get to actually doing valve work. So you hope you're done all the repair work, but it comes up and haunts you at times. Alright, so I'm gonna put these over in the mill and we're going to set these up to do that. So we'll be back for that. Okay, we're going to do the helicoil work on these heads. So we got a 1024 helicoil on this one, which is this little small kit here. And then we have the 5/16 and another 1024 on the other head over there. This is our 5/16 18 helicoil kit. So we need all this. We need a drill. Looks like it uses a Q drill. I'm going to drill index right down here. Oh, there's a Q. 332 thou. So that goes over here. And we went right through here. Of course, I need a drill chuck. Somebody was using this for something else last. Quick and simple. Alright, so basically we just hand drill this down. We hold it by hand. You got more risk of doing damage. We like risky jobs around here. A couple of tap handles here. Gonna need those. Alright, let's see. Maybe you'll see those over here a little better. Oop. Try to get the camera where you can see. So you can't see nothing from there. It's got to be over here in my way. There, you can see a little better now. Alright, so we're just going to crank this down by hand way up here. Jammed in there already. Alright, so we're going to run this thing down by hand. And then just hold the head with my other hand. And we should be able to make it work. When you probably that far away, you can't see anything. Show me how that can work. Go to the bottom and stop. No extra. So there's the hole all the way down now. Need our heater coil and heater coil it. And here's our heater coil tap. I have long heater coils, I got short heater coils. I like these long ones where I can. These are extra long. But I don't know if I can put them in this location extra long. I don't think this will fit all the way in the head. So we'll probably have to shorten this thing up a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to go in there. You'd have to drill it deeper to do that. So we're going to drill a little bit deeper. Alright. And that is not a good thing to do. So what did I just hit? I just uncovered a hole down in there. Not sure what that is. Shouldn't have got deeper, I guess. Let's see where the hole goes to. It goes under a head bolt hole, I think. No, we went into an oil gallery. So that's about the worst thing you can hit. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Problem is that is a deep helicoil. So, I don't know if you can see in there, but the hole's way down in there. So, oh, I see where the hole is going to. It goes right through here. Alright. Just made myself a lot more work. Yipper. Alright. At least I have access to get to the hole. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to JB weld the bottom of the hole up and then re-drill the hole. Which I can do. So you try to make things a little bit better and it gets a lot worse real quick. That definitely turned into a real mess. Well, we'll deal with it. I want to get more helicoils to get more holding power, but it cost me. Okay, I'm going to just tap this in. Pull that out. Tapping the rest away by hand. Only went another half a turn. Okay, we'll blow this off. Okay, now I got nice deep threads in that I wanted, which was a plus. Of course, the negative was I hit a oil hole. We don't plus and negatives of everything you do around here. Okay, this is an insert tool, so this winds it up. They call it a winder. So now it just threads it into here, collapses the helicoil down. Helicoil is just a big spring. So that brings it, collapses so it'll go straight into the head a lot easier. So you just hold it over the head and wind it on down in there. And the advantage of going deep, we should be able to put the whole helicoil in here, which we did. So we were able to do that part. And as you can see, the helicoil goes all the way to the bottom of the thread, so I needed to use that all the way down to do that. We still have an oil hole problem. Okay, you just take a, you can even take a screwdriver and knock the tang off. Or you use a little tool they give you. It just basically just pushes it off evenly. So we use a tool. Just hit it with a steel hammer and 2 hits and it came off. Make sure you get the insert. Little tang, see right there? It's a little stainless steel tang. It does not come out of your motor. It does lots of damage in it. Now there's 2 ways of fixing this. I can stuff a bunch of J-wheel in the bottom of the hole, which is what I'm going to do. Or you can go in there with Loctite. You put the red Loctite on like normal, and then you come with the 260 green capillary action. it'll go in there and seal up the whole thread, completely encapsulate that thread with Loctite, and it'll plug it up that way. So there's two different ways of doing it. So the JB weld is going to put it in more permanently. I'm still going to Loctite it on top anyway, so I'll double them up to make sure I don't have a problem. Because I don't want to lose oil pressure if I can avoid it. So, but either way, that was not a good option. A few extra threads were not worth the hassle. I didn't think it through before I did it. The head's real thick there, so there ain't no problem with that, but didn't count on the oil gallery being in there. Gotta look at all your options when you do stuff. Okay, so that part's done. So now I'm going to do a little small heat coil over here, number 1024. So this has a different style insert tool. There's a tap. There's some taller helicoils. And here's some little short ones with locking devices in them. There's some military ones I picked up years ago. Picked up probably a couple thousand of them. Been using them up over the years. I'm just about out of them. So these have a little pinched thread in there. I don't know if you can see in the middle there, it's pinched in. So it flattens it out on the inside. So it acts like a little lock. So, but these are the short ones that fit in the head here, no problem. So they fit in there just perfect. So we'll drill and tap this one out for the helicoil. So that requires a 13/64 drill. That's one size over 3/16. Helicoils always go one size bigger than whatever thread you're doing. So, number 10 is a 3/16. So one size up is what this is. In case you don't know what it is, you can pretty well guess. Alright, so this one here, I gotta hold the head down so it doesn't rotate like that. That causes a problem. Alright. Quick and simple. Comes our tap. And I like tapping with a mill because it's quick and simple. It holds it straight. As long as the head doesn't cock when you're going down, you're fine. Okay, this here is going to be close. So we're going to let it coast down and I'll jam it in at the end. Right there. You let it coast down, unscrew it. If you guess wrong, it goes in too deep. If you go too slow, you just have to come back and use this handle here and run it through by hand. So it looks like I went all the way through. So we just pull it out with a tap driver, T-handle. Okay, remove the chips off the hole. That's done. So this one here, you just screw it on into the helicoil. See a little tang in there you got to break off. That's also what drives it. So it hooks on the end of the tang right there. Push it on through. So use your T-handle to hold it. Now it helps if you put a little pressure on the top of the helicoil as you're putting it down. It helps push it down. If you push with a T-handle, the first thread it might skip a thread and go in there and cross-threaded, which is not good. So try to use something else to shove it down. The little crescent wrench works very well for something like this. I don't have that right in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and use the screwdriver here. So once the cross thread right there is trying to pull me over, come back and try it again. Started. If you have to force it, you're not good. You want to preferably go about half a turn below the surface with the top of the helicoil. That way when you tighten it down, it won't pull against what you're tightening against. So you can pull full torque. And we don't want to go all the way through either. So this one here is pretty thick, so we can go and make a little extra. So this one's actually thick enough we can probably use a regular helicoil. Yeah, see, it's a lot deeper. So I can go ahead and just push this helicoil all the way through and get a regular one on there. There's enough meat on this one, you don't have a problem. So if you have an open hole, that's good, a through hole. If you have a blind hole, it's a bit harder to get a helicoil back out. So I just power that all the way through, unscrew it. Helicoil's back out, no damage to it, we can reuse it. Now we're going to put the longer one in there. This is quite a bit longer, so it might be too long. Let's see here. Yeah, that's going to be the next problem. So we go from one extreme to the other. So if you want to put this one in here, we're going to have to shorten this helicoil up a little bit. So we're only going to pick up about one thread. We have to cut off 2 threads to make these work, and it's just about how many we got to cut off. It's kind of a mute point putting it in there, but I like doing stuff a little extra, so we don't care. Got my little pair of dikes. I'll go ahead and cut one thread off. One gone. Excuse me. Alright, now we'll see if it'll go in there. See if the length is too long. Hopefully it's not. Use my thumbnail to push it down. Okay, we're almost flush there. And we still got an extra turn to go there. Looks like I might have been used the whole helicoil maybe. Okay, so that helicoil's a good half a turn below the surface there. You flip it over, and it looks like we are probably, I could have went one more turn, so I probably could have used the whole length of that helicoil. So we picked up one turn, maybe a turn and a half. And now I just break this off. Of course it didn't break. Twist it down. Tried to break, didn't break. There, it fell off. Had to hit it twice. So now the helicoil is about a turn below the surface here, and about half a turn below the surface here. So there we go. Alright, so this head should be good to go to finish up, but now that I screwed up that, I'm going to have to fix that. So that'll be our next problem. Alright, so that's it for the helical on this one. But we have one more head to do. We could do this one right down here. Now this one's a deep one. We'll put a full helical on this one. This hole goes in about a ½ inch. So if you go too deep on this one, it goes through the intake port. Guess how I know. Okay, so you can see how far that one's in there. Looks like I'm not quite bottomed. Go just a little bit further, about another 50 thou deeper, should have it. Go. Alright, we're all the way down to the bottom, and we didn't go through the port. It's a good sign. At least something's working today. Helical again. On your power tap, you got to keep light pressure on your hand crank up here. Up here, you got to keep steady pressure on it. Don't push real hard. Don't be nothing. Just a little bit of pressure. A couple pounds of pressure is all it takes. Just enough to self-feed it down. Of course, practice does help. Okay, that bottomed out. It's got a couple more turns to go before it bottomed. I think my other tap's been shortened a little bit. So this tap here has been shortened just a tick, about one turn more. So we'll put that one in. Blow this hole out. I know for sure we got enough room to go all the way to the bottom of the helicoil. Not bottom out. One turn short. You only went about a third of a turn more. Okay, put the long one in. Now you want to usually try to use the longest helical as you can to get maximum holding power. Both for the helical for holding and also for the screw. Using more power. Okay. So we're below the surface now. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it is. Go ahead and knock off the tang in there. Tang is on the toward me. When you knock the tang off, you got the base of the tang and you got the tip. Don't push on the tip, push on the base. That way it snaps it cleanly. Make sure you put the screwdriver slot so it pushes against it, not next to it. So you don't want to jam in the bottom of the hole. Kind of like it is right now, it's not coming out. Put the screwdriver and twist it a little bit, see if that gets it out. It's not coming out, so something's holding it in there. So you gotta look in there and see if you can tell what it is. I do not see the tang in there anywhere. Yeah, can't tell where it's at. It might just be stuck in the bottom, underneath the helical coil, in the bottom of the hole. Let's try blowing on it. I want to see it come out though. I'm not seeing it coming out anywhere. Oh, camera dropped. Or I hit it, one of the two. Now, I don't see the tang in there anywhere in the bottom of that hole, but it should be in there someplace. I think I can see it off the side, jammed in there sideways. I might hit it so hard it pushing the aluminum down there. Doesn't seem like it wants to move. Don't really feel it down there. It's hard to see in the bottom of the hole what's happening anyway. Still no tang. Yeah, I don't like it when I don't see the tangs. I don't know if it came out and I didn't see it or what happened to it. Does not look like it's in the hole though. So here's a screw. I'll go ahead and thread it in there and make sure it goes in all the way without a problem. If the tang gets in the way, the screw won't go in all the way. It stopped right there. About a ½ inch from the bottom. It's got about that many threads in there, so it's going in pretty deep. Oh well. Still don't see anything. Alright, I'll play a little flashlight, maybe I can see something in there, but I don't see anything right now. Alright, but the screw goes in all the way, so it should be good either way. So, anyway, this is done now, so I gotta go see about putting all these studs in, so that'll be the next thing to do. We'll be back.